White House just posted this. Oh boy.
Will you?
Oh man. What a time to be alive, man. In 2025, boy. The Democrats ought to be ashamed of themselves, man. The Democrat Party. I tell you, boy. Government shutdown. Rest in peace to the Schumer shutdown.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey. Why this beat so crazy?
We will make America proud again. When you try to we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Hey everybody, Tim Burchett in Washington, D.C. today, of course, trying to open up the government, but I tried to make them release the Epstein files, and I was blocked by the Democrats. This is all gamesmanship, folks. It's not about releasing the files. If they had something on Trump, they would have released it. Biden had it for 4 years, and they hate Trump more than anything in the world. And so now they blocked it, and so they can piecemeal the truth and the half-truths, both sides, of what really went down with Epstein. And it's kind of disgusting, really. But, well, I tried. That's all I can tell you.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Government shutdown. I tell you, the Schumer shutdown, the Democrats shutdown. Speaker Mike Johnson just posted this a couple hours ago. Says the peaceful sunset outside my office window tonight is a reminder to me that God still has his hands of blessing our nation. Thankfully, after 42 long days, we will soon get our vote to finally end the painful Democrat shutdown and get the American government open and operating again for the people. And he posted this picture right here. Oh boy. And as you know, what I just played was this right here. And it says the White House posted this, and it says, rest in peace, Democrat shutdown. From October 1st to November the 12th. Yeah. I love how they put all the memes together. I tell you, man. Give free healthcare to illegals. Oh boy. But breaking just an hour ago, it's official. The U.S. House gives final pass to reopen the federal government, now en route to the desk of President Trump. Oh boy. There's no Obamacare credits in the bill. We held the line. By the stroke of the 47th President Penn, the Schumer shutdown in the national nightmare is ending, finally.
On this vote, the yeas are 222, the nays are 209. The bill is passed.
Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Finally, the House passed the bill to end the Schumer shutdown, it says. Schumer shutdown.
On this vote, the yeas are 222, the nays are 209. The bill is passed. The motion is adopted.
Enough with missed paychecks, delayed flights, and empty dinner tables. President of the United States will sign it tonight. Boy.
Democrats dragged on the government shutdown for 43 days, the longest shutdown in U.S. history. But tonight, thanks to Republicans, the White House is very hopeful that this shutdown is going to come to an end. The damage caused by the Democrats with this reckless government shutdown cannot be forgotten. It is entirely the fault of the Democrat Party. Just look at the vote count. Hundreds of thousands of federal employees have missed their paychecks. Tens of billions in wages and benefits were withheld, impacting vulnerable families. Millions of low-income Americans missed their SNAP benefits. Nearly 20,000 flights at airports across the country were delayed due to staffing shortages, causing Americans to miss family events, vacations, and work obligations. According to Airlines for America, an estimated 5.2 million travelers have had their flights disrupted over the course of the Democrat shutdown. And our economy has lost billions and billions of dollars in economic activity over the course of this shutdown, hurting consumer sentiment and crushing the travel and hospitality industries. According to a CBO estimate, the Democrat shutdown could end up decreasing fourth quarter economic growth by 2 whole percentage points. The Democrat shutdown made it extraordinarily difficult for economists, investors, and policymakers at the Federal Reserve to receive critical government data. The Democrats may have permanently damaged the federal statistical system, with October CPI and jobs reports likely never being released. And all of that economic data released will be permanently impaired, leaving our policymakers at the Fed flying blind at a critical period. It's hard to recap all of this without asking a simple question: why? Why have the Democrats put the American people through this pain for 43 days in a row? And it feels like Groundhog Day being up here again talking about this Democrat shutdown. And the answer to that question is pure partisan politics. They started this shutdown with a ridiculous demand to force taxpayer-funded healthcare benefits to illegal aliens who broke into our country. Even after it was clear President Trump and Republicans would never force American taxpayers to pay for free health care for illegals. In fact, President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill fixed that problem. The Democrats kept dragging this reckless government shutdown on for weeks longer to boost their turnout in an election, perhaps one might guess. That's because the Democrats are totally captured by their far left-wing base, who only care about attacking President Trump, even if it means hurting innocent Americans in our country. The Democrats' weakness and their unwillingness to buck the fringe members of their party dragged this harmful shutdown on for 7 weeks and inflicted massive pain onto the American public. But let's be clear. The clean CR being voted on today in the House of Representatives that will lead to the reopening of the federal government is what President Trump and Republicans have supported from day one. Our troops, air traffic controllers, and federal employees will be back to receiving their regular paychecks. Families in need will get back to receiving their food purchasing assistance, and the people's government will soon be back open for business. President Trump looks forward to finally ending this devastating Democrat shutdown with his signature, and we hope that signing will take place later tonight.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. As you can see, it's happening, man. Scott Jennings says the one thing the government shutdown has exposed is the complete and utter failure of Obamacare. This disaster, which basically one big money laundering scheme, was unleashed on America by Democrats. Uh-oh, Scott Jennings keeping CNN lights on.
And I'll tell you one thing this has exposed, though, the complete and total failure of Obamacare. I mean, it's not affordable. No, you know, people that have it don't feel like it even is real insurance. And now we see, I mean, it's a mess. And if anytime the government's having to subsidize something like this, it's not working in the first place. And so I think the American people are realizing just how messed up the American healthcare system is. And the regime under which we live is Obamacare. But look, I think a lot of Republicans do not want people to see skyrocketing premiums. And so we'll see what that debate looks like. This whole thing has exposed this outlandish money laundering scheme where your tax dollars go right into insurance companies and your health insurance never gets better. Your health care never gets better. Your health outcomes never get better. That's what we have exposed here. So what our responsibility is as a Republican Party, how do we stop getting your tax money to insurance companies? And how do we put more actual money into the health care of the American people? Because I can assure you, writing a bunch of checks to insurance companies doesn't make your health care any better. But I'll tell you one thing.
Oh boy. Well, ain't that the truth, huh? You know? And also the Democrats it says you're using the Jeffrey Epstein hoax to try and deflect from their massive failures, in particular, the most recent one, the shutdown. President Trump says. Democrat shutdown. And as we know, the whole Epstein we've heard today of them releasing new emails and all kind of things coming out today, you know. But what a time to be alive, man. You know, what a time to be alive, man. The Democrats ought to be ashamed of themselves, man. I told y'all the Democrat Party's done, man. As much as they try to spin it and take everything out of context and gaslight and lie and fearmonger and, the big bad orange man, the so-called king, the threat to democracy, the truth will prevail, man. Truth will prevail in broad daylight. And I told y'all, all y'all got to do is sit and let everything play out, man. Let everything play out. The truth will prevail. But here we are, man. It's all coming to an end. President Trump is right now signing the bill to end the historic government shutdown right now as we speak.
Today we had the highest stock market price ever in all of the different markets. We set a record. It's the 48th time in the 9 months that I've been in office that we had this record set. So
this is happening. This is happening right now. Trump signing the bill. So that's live right now. But before we get out of here, what is this? Stephen Miller, what does he say? He just went off on Democrats for costing our economy billions with their useless shutdown. Uh-oh. What is Mr. Miller talking about?
Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries being terrified of the Mondami wing, the AOC wing of the Democrat Party, understanding that they're not in control of anything anymore. It is a communist party. Is it an America Last party? It is a party that puts illegals over citizens, criminals over cops, cheaters over hardworking taxpayers at every level. This shutdown was an example of just how little the Democrats care about Americans. They forced our national security workers to go without pay. They forced Americans to be stuck at airports, flights canceled at levels never seen before in history. Why? All for what? $1.5 trillion of demands, including free health care for illegal aliens, to bloat the government, to steal from taxpayers, to steal from working Americans. And at the end, after over 40 days, what did they get? Nothing. Defeated, humiliated, disgraced. But in the meantime,
I'm gonna lie to you though, this was a pointless shutdown. Excuse my language, but for real, this was a pointless shutdown, man. A disgrace. The so-called king, or your elections in your blue areas. Good luck, New York City. It achieved nothing, man. Just a spit in the face to the American people. A spit in the face, man. The man won an election. The people spoke loud and clear, man. And Obamacare is a complete disgrace. The whole system is an absolute disgrace.
they sucked billions of dollars in wealth out of the economy. Think about the contrast, Sean. President Trump bringing trillions of investment into America, giving Americans trillions of dollars in tax cuts. And what did Democrats do in their big moment? They steal hardworking money from our taxpayers, they cancel their flights, and they destroy billions of dollars in economic value. You will not see a clear contrast. The Democrats are the party of destruction. President Trump is leading the party of creation, opportunity, and wealth.
Oh, boy. What do y'all think of that, man? You know, let me know in the comment section down below. Right now, Trump just signed a bill to end the government shutdown after 43 days, and it's now officially open. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I love y'all. God bless you and your family, and I will catch y'all on the next one.